So hi there ladies and gents, I'm Pops, welcome to another first hour video. Today we are going to be having a look at Going Medieval, see what it's all about, see whether it's the sort of thing we'll want to put some more hours into or whether we're going to be putting it back in the box and discarding it after the first hour. So without any further ado, let's crack on and have a look to see what the game's got to offer. So first up we need to choose our scenario. So the three standard scenarios are the standard one, where we will get enemy raids, steadily come in and try and ruin what we're doing. We can go for peaceful, no enemy attacks, so we can just concentrate on the building element and learning the game, which is probably a good place to start. And then the survival mode, which basically we probably need to be a lot more conversant with the game and how it works before we even try survival mode. Various levels of difficulty, we'll leave it on normal, and we're going to go peaceful, just to see, to give us a chance to see how the elements of the game work and not have to worry too much about people coming in and knocking down everything we've been trying to do. So yeah, let's go. So a new life. This is one of our starting conditions, so this gives us a spring start date, which is good because it gives us a bit of time to get everything together before winter arrives. It gives us a decent amount of resources and some equipment, a couple of goats, 3 settlers who all have winter clothes. Lone wolf would be just starting with 1 settler plus the dog and a lot less resources. And then you can add your own scenario. We're going to go with a new life. Let's choose a name. Castleford, that'll do. And let's probably need something with a castle in it. So without spending all day sat here, oh that'll do. Yeah, that'll do. Map type, we're going to stick with Valley again because it's going to be easier, just as a part of our learning curve, and we'll go with a medium-sized map. And then we have our various people. Okay, so we've got Dunstan, who's a good cook. Basically that'll do. David is a miner, smithing. Not very hot on the intellectual side of things. We haven't really got so Dunstan's quite good at hunting. I might re-roll this group, start again. Okay, now here we go. We've got a good hunter, a good cook, yeah, I think that'll do us for the moment. I've got nothing particularly very good on the construction side of things. Okay, well, okay, she stays. Right, we need somebody. A bit more on the intellectual side of things. There we go. So we've got cooking, we've got hunting, and we're going to, that's it, that's our group of people. We'll get stuck in. Here's our summary, let's go. Okay, so we've got to our welcome screen, just letting us know that the game is under development, which is fair enough. A bit of an information on the controls. Layering, this is hugely important. The easiest way I find to do this is the control mouse wheel. You can go quickly through the layers up and down, and then the game speed is as it is in quite a lot of other builder type games. Okay, let's get rid of that. We're going to pause the game just for a moment. Let's close that down and have a quick look around to see where we are. So we've got some straw and reed, whatever they are. Looks like clay. Some more straw and reed there. We've got plenty of wood we can have a go at. What I'm not seeing is a lot of food sources, but we'll suss that out in a minute. And then we've got our three protagonists. Okay, so let's start the stopwatch. Get the hour rolling. First thing we're going to do is let's chop down some trees. Give them something to do for the moment. Okay, so let's we're gonna have a look at our individual people. So Osbert, he's our intellectual. So basically we want him to be concentrating on the research. So let's put that to 2. Tend and convalescence we're going to put to 1 for everybody, so that they, well, it doesn't matter so much because we're not having any enemy, but oh dear, come on Pops, get a grip. Okay, so our intellectual we're going to put in the research area. This lady I believe is our hunter. Yeah, a marksman, so we're going to put the hunting priority up here. Where are we? Hunt. And then the final guy, he I believe was our cookist. Yeah, culinary jobs. So cooking. Right, for the moment we'll do that. Have a look at their schedule. Let's have them working for a good chunk of the day. Leisure, sleep. We're going to let them sleep later. An hour's leisure, work later. An hour's leisure, and then back to sleep. Okay, so tutorial, forbid allow. so they won't interact with so let's think about allowing access to all those things for the moment. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to build an area where our merry campers can rest their weary heads, because without that they will get rapidly hacked off. And then we're going to set up a storage area so that all this stuff isn't lying around outside. So let's have a look. Yeah, what we could do is just get rid of these trees here to open up that area. So we've got a nice open area here. Let's think about what we need to do for an area where they can get their heads down. So we've got 3 people. Let's plan on having 6 and sort of forward plan that. So wooden wall, door, one, two, three, 1, 2, 3 to there, to there. Let's just get rid of that. Bit of a window. So actually what we'll probably need to do is let's just get rid of a couple of these, and then we can put a couple of windows in. Finish off the back wall. Again, let's just fill that gap. Fill that gap, we need to put some flooring down. So let's have a look. Just wooden floor. Yeah, we'll just put some wooden floor down. We need to put in some beds, which will just be the hay sleeping spots for the moment. Put in 6, let's give them a clay brazier so that they do eventually have somewhere to keep warm, and a wooden table. Okay, we'll leave that to build. we do of course need to finish off with a bit of a roof on the building. Right, so we're going to leave that to build now. We're going to get them to finish that off, and then we're going to do a storage area. Very similarly, in a similar way. Okay, so wooden wall. We need a fairly decent size storage area. To protect all our goods. Let's put a door in. And again, we need to put in a floor. Give it a roof. This time, just going to lower that down so we can see what we're doing. But this time we need to also zone this as a stockpile. Yeah, just the standard default stockpile to entice too big. Maybe I just can't say. There we go. Okay, so let's see how we're doing. Just deconstruct that, which we managed to put in the middle there somehow. So our living quarters are coming along nicely. The floor's about done. The beds are getting done. Table's done. Roof is being worked on, and we'll leave them to it and come back in a second once all these little places have been completed. So they're now constructing our stockpile area, and hopefully once they've done that they will put some thought to actually putting all the goods that we've got into the stockpile. Let's harvest some food. Right, we're going to speed it all up a little bit. There's a lot of construction failed going on. I don't think they're very good at constructing. And everybody's gone to bed for the night. We lower that down, we can see them all sleeping, including the goats who've decided to take shelter inside. So they haven't quite finished the sleeping area. Bits of the roof need doing still. Let's see how they get on with building the storage area. We'll leave them to it for a moment. Okay, so what we need to do is find some something they can use for the roof. The thatched areas are in need of some material, so let's go on a little bit of a wander around. Here we go, this is what we need. So we're going to harvest that little lot, and that hopefully will then mean that they'll be back to completing the roof for us. There we go. So the bedroom is now completely complete, ready for their use, and we just need them to finish this storage area. Once I've done that, we'll have a look at see what's going to be next for them to do. We've still got plenty of stuff that can go into the stockpile, and one of the goats has decided that outside is going to be alright for tonight. So you can actually change it so that the treetops are hidden. Makes the world a lot easier to see. Plenty of clay going on. The limestone will all be useful stuff once we get further into the game, but for the moment food is going to be our priority. So let's let them collect some food, and then we'll decide on what's next. We can't do any research at the moment, and we need a cartography table, we need a basic research table. So maybe if we create a building that can take care of both of those. So let's do another building. No, we'll put a window in. We'll put a door at the front. Logical place for a door. With a window next to it. Oh, we'll put another window in the middle there. Okay, let's put some flooring down. And in this room we are going to have a production, so butchering table, basic research table. And we're going to need to put in our cartography table, but I think we'll probably need to do some research first to get that up and running. Let's put a roof on the building. Everybody's gone back to sleep again. And we'll have a campfire. Butchering table will come in useful once we've done some hunting. So the animals are hungry. Feed them, otherwise they might die of starvation. You can check each animal's diet in the almanac, make sure that they can access piles of appropriate resources. Okay. Okay, let's leave them a while, let them finish building here, and then we'll come back to them in a minute. Okay, so now we need to take a look at the research table. And we want to produce research is ongoing. Campfire, likewise, we need to be looking at producing some food. Oh, bartering. So we have some merchants coming. Okay. To initiate bartering with a merchant, select a settler and then right click on the merchant and we'll see where we go from there. So Mr. Settler, let's barter. Okay, so what do we need and what do we have? So these are the things we have here. These are the things we have. What have we got? Some of cabbage. So if we offer 10 of those, what's this? Chronicles. We want to keep the Chronicles. We haven't really got a lot we can use for selling at the moment. Mechanical components. We're going to keep the goats. Healing kits. Let's barter a couple of those. Okay, so what do we need to acquire? Food is probably the some seed, barley seed, apple cider, ale. Yeah, we're going to go for ale. Maybe we don't need to be giving away our cabbage so freely. Cabbage seed, carrot seed, chicken. Okay, let's have a chicken. Oh, do we want a dog? Flaxseed, hay. Mushrooms. Red currant. I'll have a couple of them. Helps with the food. She's got no stew. We've got some seeds, barley. There we go, we'll accept that as a trade. We're going to acquire that and we're going to give that up, so we'll accept that. And there we go, she's left us the stuff which hopefully somebody will now take to the storage area. And we'll have a look at a research. Okay, architecture unlocks a wooden beam, requires none, so we'll unlock that. Agriculture, furniture. Available 21, allocated 15. Weaponry, tailoring. Agricultural, we're definitely going to need. Let's just go for furniture at the moment. We'll wait for those to build back up again. Everybody's having a bit of a sleep. Pepper seems to be happy to sleep outside. Our merchant's still hanging around with her dog. Okay, so we've done issuing orders, mood, comfortable bed, food and the like. Equipment, armour, clothing, weapons. We don't need to worry too much about armour and weapons because we've not got the enemy raiding parties coming. We seem to have a chicken wandering around, but I think that belongs to the merchant. Let's just collect that. And we've got a nice little settlement starting up. Okay, so what we do want to do Hunter axe ranged weapon. So let's find out who was our hunter. Ositha. And somewhere we must have, there's our weapon. So if we find no. To equip short bow, good. Yeah, so I want to equip that. And then she's gonna go hunt. Running away. Miss. Oh, Oh, she got it. So she's now going to take that back to the store. So probably going to look at a butchering table now. So let's put that in here with the research table. Construction skills going up. Okay, we need to produce meat. Not enough resources, but we've got, oh, there we go. We've got the deer. Tallow, got some bones, got some leather. Okay, cool. So got some bookshelves, got some hay beds, wooden hay bed, which will probably, if we construct some of these. What's missing? Everything. No wood or hay. Let's start to deconstruct these. Okay, so let's harvest up. A load of this, and let's get some tree chopping done. And once they're up and about, that should give us a load more hay and a load more wood. So we've done that, we've done that. We're not going to worry too much about weaponry, so I think agriculture is probably our next thing to look for. So let's leave them all now. Let's leave them to get on with their harvesting, and then they should make the beds for us. We can deconstruct these, which the goat's liking because it makes some hay which the goat then seems to eat. Okay, let's leave them to it for a while and see how we progress. So Edric's stumbled into our area. We need settlers, so we're going to welcome him. He's unconscious. Okay, let's just pause that there, because what we also want to do while we're down here is maybe mark some of these to be hunted. Get our meat stocks up for the winter. 1, 2, 3. We've got a sleeping fox. Anyway, so our man here, it's an uprooted knight. So hopefully at some point he's going to become conscious and wander over. In the meantime, all the beds have been deconstructed, but none of the new beds have been constructed. Okay, his wounds need tending, but I think that's as that's top of our priority list, one would hope that somebody goes to help him. It's actually started cutting down trees, so it's feeling a bit better. Really what we want him to do is just go and rest and relax. But we do need him to make these beds. So we've got wood and we've got hay, which they should have been collecting. Everybody's falling asleep in random places because we never got to the stage of building the new beds. There's all our hay. And there's plenty of wood. His wounds need tending, but he's actually sleeping now, so should be better. It appears to be bleeding badly. eating our food. God damn. There we go. Fortunately for him, he is now part of the pantry. Right, this guy here. He needs to go convalesce. Right, we've got loads of wood, loads of hay. Why isn't anybody building? Right, let's just stop the production here for a moment. Let's just close that down. There's plenty of food being produced. And our man still hasn't come to... Okay. Let's... Jobs. Construct. See if we put him on construction. There we go. But everybody need to prioritise construction. If there's construction to be done, let us get it done. Here we go. And he's been tended. That's all we needed, was just a bed. Blood levels going back up. He's not in any pain. He's not hungry. He's yeah, his consciousness is back up again, although he's asleep. There we go, all looking a little bit better. So we've only actually got 10 minutes of our first hour left. We haven't really achieved very much. We certainly haven't got into any of the deeper, darker areas of what can be done in the game. I guess what we would going to look to do now is in this area here, which we've cleared, we need like a great hall, kitchens, underground storage, basement area. If we build an underground store, we can store the food and it will then not decompose. So let's harvest some of that lot. Is he still healing? Yeah, he's restoring his blood levels. So once he gets over 50%, he should be a lot healthier. A bit more food being collected. Research is being done, so let's research 2 takes 30. We'll unlock that. Look from the goat. We've got plenty of sapling stuff for planting new trees, plenty of wood. We just really need a lot of this stuff to be collected and stockpiled. So let's see what else we can now do. We've got a wooden beam which we can use, which is very handy for bigger buildings. We've got the second research table. So let's construct one of those. Wooden chair. Let's give them somewhere to sit. Right, give them a backgammon table for their leisure activities. And we'll construct both of the shrines because it keeps them happy. So schedule wise, this guy, he can leisure and then work, leisure, sleep, job done. Hopefully we'll see all those built. Miscellaneous hire, grave, market stall. Maybe if we do a trough for our goats. Now we've unlocked the farms now. No, we're not going to get into farming because we have about 3 minutes of our first hour left. 4 minutes. So we're not going to get that far, and we're not going to get into mining or any of the underground stuff, which is when the game gets very complicated and exciting and offers lots more than this just very basic first hour does. But we appear to be getting somewhere, getting up and running. Right, so research. Let's do some textbook research as well then. Is the goat going to eat the bed? No. Yeah, he's happy now. So animals are hungry. Train, slaughter, release. Got another little bit of a food source here. So these priority very high. It's full of fodder. So our goats should be able to come and eat. Can we tell them to? No. Well, really, they can't complain about being hungry then, can they? So research. I take it that means we've actually already got that. Tailoring. No, we can't do that. Tailoring, clay, brick making. Cartography, there we go. So we need to unlock that. Then we can have our cartography table. Everybody's having a kip. Including the chicken. He's slightly hungry. Wow, we've got more goats. Where are you, Pepper? Yeah, look at that. I would just start a goat farm. Anyway, that's it. That's our first hour. Definitely a game to learn a bit more about, I think. Like I said, there is huge amounts of stuff that you can do in terms of construction. We really haven't done anything much other than build these 3 buildings. Panicked quite a bit about how we're going to survive, and given our guys some leisure articles. We're going to leave it there. Thank you very much if you've stuck with it this far. This is probably one of those games we could do a bit of a series on, but for now, thank you very much, and I will see you again soon. Cheers.